But there are numerous deposits of 1.6, 1.2, 1.6, 1.2. Then you did not explain to the visa officer where that money came from. They will not give you the visa like that if you do not explain. They are trying to fight money laundering. All right, so you have to be careful with what you are showing to the visa officer. Let's talk about the account that you want to use for your Canada visa application. And I think there is a lot to mention here. I still see rejections on daily basis. Like yesterday, someone booked an appointment with me and his visa was rejected. Now, I can say a lot of students do not do research. A lot of students do not watch videos, because looking at what I have received so far, like people who booked appointment and came to me so far, about 60% of these people always like the negligence with their application is so alarming. You cannot be applying for visas without supplying all documents. At least supply documents. Let the visa officer says they are not correct, but at least supply the documents. But I keep saying, people, you cannot be saying that your mother is your sponsor, then your mother is giving you 3 months pay slip. Then at the end of the day, your mother did not even give you maybe some documents to support for funds. Come on. These are the things that the visa officer, put yourself in the position of the visa officer. Because I always tell them, when I advise them, when you come for a consultation, I will advise you. Like yesterday, someone got a visa. I don't know if I can find the screenshot. Just yesterday, and this person was rejected. She came to me, we had a call, and the visa was granted yesterday. This is not the first person. I have people in Canada. Through my mentorship, they're in Canada. Through my admissions I gave them, they're in Canada. You understand? I may look small, but I'm not small in here. Yes, this is a fact. I may not have money, but I'm not small in here. So I'm not saying that I'm not boasting. I'm just saying that please put time into what you are doing. Anything you are doing, put in time and make sure you achieve results. If you succeed, you are not succeeding for me. I will be happy because at least somebody came through me and has succeeded. This is what we want. Hold somebody's hand, let the person hold another person's hand. Like this, we are going to be better and the world will be a better place. Okay, now let's talk about this account issue. I have a lot of people, they are still like doubting. They still keep coming. People still be like, Milton, I want to use my company's account. Look, guys, we are talking today about the type of account to use. I have always said that if you want to use a bank account, use an account that is accessible to you. Do not go and start using a company's account. Look, a company's account is not good for visa application, for Canada visa application, and this is the reason. In most companies, it is not owned by, let me say, the company is managed by so many people. And for now, for them to sign that document to give to you, probably maybe 2 or 3 people have to sign the document if it belongs to a company. This is how I look at it. Even if it's one person, no problem. But most of the time, the visa officer, put yourself in the position of a visa officer. The visa officer would think that this account first, or a business account, the business owner, if you are saying that your brother is a business owner, he owns a company, or your father is a business owner, he owns a company, the visa officer will be like, okay, Milton has presented documents to me. Okay, now these documents shows that these are business, this is a business account. Okay, now this account, maybe 3 or 4 people can sign it before they can disburse money to Milton. Or I'm just using my name as an example, you understand? Now, the visa officer will not be convinced enough, because you cannot be showing me an account you are going to study in Canada and you are bringing an account that maybe 2 or 3 people have to sign before money can leave that account to you. It is not proper. The visa officer will think that maybe if you are stranded somewhere in Canada or in Ontario, in Toronto, you may not get money from that account. That's scenario number 1. Scenario number 2. What if the visa officer will also think that what if the owner of the company goes on a business trip, buy and bought goods or get goods for the entire money in that account? Today, maybe tomorrow, your school is asking for your tuition deposit or the remaining portion of your tuition. What are you going to do? There will be no money for you. Another option is, what if the business collapse? If the business collapse, it means that automatically the account will also collapse, right? Because if business stops, maybe money will not be running in. Or let's say if money was taken out and the business stops, money will not go in again. These are the type of things the visa officer will think and reason about it. And before you know, they will not give you because they are not really convinced that this account can save you. They don't want a situation where you will be the liability. Of course, you have to work 20 hours a week, but you have to also prove to them that you have enough money. Yes, you have enough money to take care of yourself. You understand? So please, let us be wise in certain things that we do. Let us be wise. It's very important. Let's be wise. Now, let's take a look at who can sponsor you in Canada. Your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, yourself. I was even telling somebody in America that it will be wise because, look, sometimes this thing is all about psychology. Like I told you, if you think like the visa officer, you may get their visa. Now, let's assume that your brother is in Canada or America and your brother wants to sponsor you, right, to study in Canada. Now, you cannot go and you're telling the visa officer that your brother is legal and you are not also showing the visa officer the documents that your brother is legal, documents to prove that he is legal. You cannot be telling the visa officer your brother has 40,000 Canadian dollars in his bank account without also explaining to your brother if your brother have a family, how many children your brother has, and how many people he is taking care of. This is another reason a lot of people get rejections. You are using your brother. Imagine your brother have 4 children in America and a wife with himself, making the family of 6. Your tuition fee is $18,000 per year times 2 years is $36,000. Now, you have to show, according to the government, you need to show your tuition fee in your bank account. You need to show money for living costs also, which is $10,000. Let's do it. 18 is 36 plus $10,000. That's 46, right? $46,000. Before miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is money you are going to use to return to your country. Now, your tuition again plus living cost is $46,000. Then you are supplying a bank statement to the visa officer to show that your brother has 40,000 US dollars. It is small. Yes, you might say that it's US dollars equivalent to Canadian dollars, not the same, but it's small. Okay, now, have you considered the family members your brother is taking care of? Yes. You forgot, right? I know you forgot. But now the visa officer is also interested because remember, this person is in America. They will see his details. The number of children he has and all the rest, they will see all those details. From their system, they have it. If you supply that type of a bank statement and now they will be looking at the family size. Okay, if he is to sponsor you, will he be able to have money to sponsor his own family? This is what they will be looking into. At the end of the day, your visa will be rejected. You will not know. Another thing is your brother cannot be sponsoring you. He is in America. He cannot be sponsoring you and saying that he has money in his account. Yes, it can work because, of course, he's your brother. He can sponsor you. This method can work. But this is what I told somebody a few weeks back who came for appointment. Bro, go and transfer because the visa of the brother was rejected. I told him, brother, go and transfer the entire tuition fee of your brother into his bank account, plus living costs, everything that concerns money. Transfer from yours to him. You understand? Then you write a sponsorship letter explaining to the visa officer why you did that. You may not be around all the time. That is why you did a transfer upfront, so he can always manage his finances. And you have given him all money for his tuition fee, all the money for living costs, all the money for miscellaneous. Because you want to manage other things. You understand? You explain like this. When you do it this way, they look at you as a serious somebody. But remember, they are not going to give you the visa except the other documents or the other things are put into consideration. Don't forget this. This is very important. So instead of you supplying, yes, bank statement is enough. But to me, if you are abroad in US and Canada and you want to sponsor your brother, make sure he has access to the money. because the visa officer wants to be sure that this money is readily available and accessible to the applicant. Yes, at any point in time. If you want to go and buy one gateau from the street, you will not call your brother in America to send you money. No, they don't want that. So please put a look into this. Don't go and you use a corporate account, business accounts. No, company's account. No, I've done this. I've rejected this type of accounts many times on this YouTube channel. Don't use them. Don't use them. Use your brother, use your father, use your mother, use your sister, use yourself, use your auntie or uncle. But remember, you need to show that these people are very close to you and they have been sponsoring you for a very long duration, for a very long period. You have to talk with evidence. Evidence, very important. Talk with proofs. Proofs. Yes, this is what you need, guys. So please, I just say let me clear this issue of account, because a lot of people, they seems not to understand. All right. And again, when you're applying for visa, pay attention to documentations. If you watch my videos, you are going to see all these things. You cannot be applying and saying your mother is the one sponsoring you. You have supplied her pay slips and her employment contract, but you said he is earning 400,000 a month, or 500,000 or 600, but there are numerous deposits of 1.6, 1.2, 1.6, 1.2. Then you did not explain to the visa officer where that money came from. They will not give you the visa like that if you do not explain. They are trying to fight money laundering. All right, so you have to be careful with what you are showing to the visa officer. These are things that are very important, guys. I'm just telling you facts. Yes, this is facts. Now we are going to address another thing very soon.